The federal government expects to deliver the first budget surplus in 12 years in 2019-20. A surplus of $7.1 billion is now expected, which is well up on the previous estimate. AC/DC became famous with its album Back in Black in the 1980s. With an election campaign imminent, we expect a lot of airplay from Treasurer Frydenberg on being back in black. Moving the budget back in surplus is in addition to key plans for more spending on infrastructure and further cuts to personal income taxes. Both of these plans will help foster growth in the economy by encouraging consumers and businesses to spend more. The Australian economy has experienced a loss of momentum from the second half of last year, so the stimulus this budget provides is warranted and will help foster growth in the economy. Whether the government achieves its projections depends critically on the key economic assumptions. The growth forecasts are more optimistic than our own, especially in 2019-20 and in 2020-21. This optimism is because the government sees consumers as more resilient than we do in the face of high household debt and a deepening housing downturn.
Consumers have been under pressure, but the improved starting position for the budget has allowed the government to provide a boost to households. A key measure for households was a more than doubling in the low and middle income tax offset to a maximum of $1,080. Individuals earning between $48,000 and $90,000 will receive that full benefit after lodging their tax returns from 2018-19. The low income tax offset will also increase to a maximum of $700 from July 2022. There are also tax cuts which will benefit a lot of Australian households. From July 2022, the top income threshold for the 19% tax bracket will increase to $45,000 from the current $37,000. In other tax changes, the 32.5% marginal tax rate will be lowered to 30% in July 2024. Additionally, 3.9 million welfare recipients will receive a one-off energy assistance payment to assist with energy bills.
Businesses, if you're wondering what's in it for me, don't worry, you haven't been left out. Most of the benefit, however, is to the little guys, small and medium-sized businesses with turnover under 50 million. Again, the government is extending the popular instant asset write-off for another year to mid-2020. But it's now bigger. The value of assets eligible for the offset has increased to $30,000. More businesses are now able to access this write-off too, as the turnover threshold has lifted. The other goodie for small and medium-sized businesses is that their tax cut to 25% has been brought forward by 5 years. That is, the government is aiming to bring this into effect in 2021-22. It was also encouraging to see more big spending on infrastructure. The government is looking to provide a huge $100 billion in funding over the next decade. Public infrastructure spending has been a key support for the domestic economy, and this budget indicates that there is still plenty more to go. That's great news, particularly given that the global economy is looking more uncertain and business confidence has fallen.